Hello, Geminis. How are you? Welcome to your October through December 2022 reading here. I'm going to do 4 rows. Each row is going to represent 1 month, and then the last row will be any extra messages or guidance that you need over this time period. So we'll pull some overarching energies to begin. You have card number 29 for October, and that card is Breathe. Number 35, Change, for November. Potential for December. I love that card. And your extra message here is go for it. So let's see here. So this is for all Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you feel like you need further clarification, please check another area of your chart. Thank you for watching and subscribing. I truly appreciate it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards for each month, and then 3 for your extra messages. I am putting timestamps below, so if you want to go right to that month or come back and check it in the future, you can. So let's see here. October, November, December, extra messages, and let's get right to it, Geminis. Okay, so that message of breathe is all about, meditating, taking it easy, learning to relax, allowing, meditating, manifesting. So you have in the month of October, the sun, allowing. Oh my gosh, the sun is a beautiful card and a beautiful omen of things going your way. It's very positive. It can relate to children or travel for October. You then have the Tower. So that's your second major arcana cards. And in the tarot, major arcana cards are big changes. So it looks like in October there's going to be a big ending, or maybe there has recently been an ending for you. And that ending ultimately with that Sun card is bringing in something very good. And then you have the Two of Wands. And in this picture, he is holding the world in his hands. And it really is saying that you can do anything. And it's a card of expansion and growth, moving forward with ideas, moving forward excitedly. So in the month of October, you may have to take a deep breath because something ends with this Tower card. There's a big ending. But when a Tower moment happens, sometimes it can be sudden, but it has to happen to propel you forward. There's things in our lives that have to end so that we can move on. And in October, Geminis, you may be receiving that Tower moment, or as I said, it may have just happened, ultimately bringing in the sun, bringing in expansion and growth, expanding your world, changing. So some of you may be moving, physically moving to a new place. The Tower can represent a change of a job, ending of a relationship, but it's something that ultimately when you've got the sun there and the Two of Wands, you're going to feel good about it for sure. The Sun card does relate to Leos. The Wands can relate to fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But mostly, Geminis, I think the message here is that you have happiness, expansion, and growth coming in. Some things are going to change, and that's going to be okay. With that Breathe card, you're going to go with the flow for the month of October. So for November, you have the Change card. And obviously after a big Tower moment, there's going to be a change. So in November, you might be adjusting to the things that are happening in October. You may be seeing the changes. There might be something that happens in October, and then you're seeing the changes as you move forward and into November. So you have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords can be a very argumentative energy, to be honest, but also he's being very strategic. If you see that this man is got two of the 3 swords, right? The other 2 people are his opponents, and he's strategizing. He is taking swords so that nobody can fight with him. So this could be you, Geminis, learning how to communicate with others. It could be you cutting communication off with others. I will say that. And the Five of Swords can be that kind of annoying, communication that you have with people, just kind of people who constantly like nitpick or they're negative. They just can't keep their mouths shut. And this is you learning to kind of tune them out, turn them off, change the direction of the conversations or the relationships with the Five of Swords. So I'm feeling like this is more of a strategizing card with the change, that you're trying to figure out a different way to do things, and you're trying to do it in a way that's easier, that's not upsetting, that's non-confrontational. So you have the Justice card. This is the card of Libra, but it's also a card of balance. It's a card of clarity. It's a card of doing things your way. And it's interesting because the third card here is the Four of Swords. And the swords do relate to air signs, which you are, Gemini. And it's about, the Four of Swords is a lot like that Breathe card in October. It's meditation. It's keeping calm. It's receiving blessings. In this stained glass window, this person is receiving a blessing. And so it can indicate that there are blessings disguised as loss, that there are things coming to you that you've wanted and you've been patient for, because the Four of Swords can be a waiting card. It can be a card of inaction and waiting for things to happen. So you have the Four and the Five of Swords. They're not in order, but they are a natural progression in November. So we don't want to ignore the fact that something you've been waiting for, a conflict or something you've been needing to clear up, you're going to be doing that in November. And as you do, you're going to be doing it in a way, see those little scales there, that make you feel fair and balanced. If you're waiting for a judgment, this can be a legal judgment that goes in your favor, Geminis. And maybe you've had to, strategize and you've been waiting for this, but you've got change here. And this change is definitely going in your favor when it comes to the Justice card. So that's what we have for November. Now, December, you have the beautiful Potential card. I love this card because I love potential, right? Anything can happen. This is unlimited potential. Is a volcano that's about to erupt. And it reminds me of the Tower. Things are going to be different. After that volcano erupts, it can't go back to the way it used to be. And this means that you have a lot of potential here to make some big changes in your life. And the cards here are really directing that, Geminis. So I'm looking here and I'm seeing the Two of Swords. Another sword card, again, relates to air signs. The Two of Swords is a decision card. But it could be making a decision that you've been avoiding making. And I feel like when I see that Justice card in November, maybe in December, you're going to realize that a decision is being made for you. This could be something that happens and you just have to, accept it and move on. Or you may be making a big decision in December. And that decision is going to determine what direction you go in with that Potential card. So that is certainly an option here. And then you have, the Nine of Cups. Geminis, you have the opportunity here, the potential to have, your hopes, wishes, and dreams coming true. The Nine of Cups is about complete fulfillment emotionally. And then you have the beautiful Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is about stability, financial stability. Some of you you may be buying a new home. You may have made a change. Again, I feel like there's some of you who might be physically moving. But when you do, you're really feeling happy about it. You're feeling more emotionally stable and happy in December, Geminis. So I'm seeing that whatever that big Tower moment is in October is helping propel you to make some decisions that are really going to propel you into this really awesome outcome here, and the potential to essentially have it all. So the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups is emotional, financial stability, happiness, joy, as is this Sun card. So I feel like in October, you may get a glimpse of what the future can be. You may have to wait a little while, okay? You may have to wait for some of the dust to settle before you're reaping these rewards. But I feel like you're going to be going into next year, into 2023, feeling really good about what's happening and having a lot of potential, having decisions that potentially you can make to help yourself feel happiness, joy, and fulfillment. So I love the go for it card. New moon in Aries. Go for it. Just do it. The new moon in Aries is going to occur in probably April of 2023, possibly the end of March. So there's kind of a timing card here for you that, it may take until that time for things to really get through and move on. But that go for it card is a message to you to go for it. Do what you need to do. Make those decisions. The cards that you have, this is your advice, okay, for this October to December period. You've got the Magician. The Magician says you have everything inside of you to have everything you want. You can manifest the life that you want. So for you Geminis who don't feel like things have really been going your way, or for you Geminis who've been trying to manifest a new life, a different life, try to change things, things are changing, and they're changing and moving in your favor. You will have to be patient. I believe that this is not an overnight change, even though that Tower moment may seem sudden. I think that it's going to take some time to regroup, and move on. But essentially, this Magician says the things that you've been working towards, the things that you've been manifesting are going to come to fruition. And that go for it card is just saying, you know what? This is what you've wanted. Go for it. The opportunities are definitely coming in, Gemini, so I need you to recognize them, even if they're disguised as loss. Even if there's a decision you don't want to have to make, even if you have to go about something in a different way with that Five of Swords, different strategies. You have the beautiful King of Cups, and the King of Cups can relate to a water sign, which is Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but really the King of Cups feels stable all the time. It's complete emotional stability. And seeing this King of Cups with this Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups is just confirmation that things are coming to you to have long-term success and to feel really good about it. So there may be a little instability along the way, I'm not going to lie to you, but this King of Cups advice here is telling you just be strong and steady. Know that things are moving and working in your favor. Know that you are the Magician, that you are definitely manifesting the things that you want, okay? And the last card you have for your advice is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is a quick moving energy. So after this Tower movement, things may seem like they're not moving at all, and then all of a sudden they speed up, and now all of a sudden here you are with the potential card and the go for it card. As soon as you go for it, you make up your mind to do what it is you want to pursue, this relates to all areas of your life, right? It's a general reading. So I need you to take it as it applies to you. But the things that you've been working for, once you start really making those decisions to release the things that need to go, and you might be waiting for a judgment. I'll say that. There may be things out of your control that you're waiting for, but once they happen, you need to go ahead and move forward. You need to stop being stagnant, stop thinking about it. The Eight of Wands are also the arrows of love, and I will say, for some of you, this could indicate meeting a long-term lover, because you have the King of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles, all indicating, a lot of love and good feelings. And the Sun, also a card of like marriage and children, travel. I feel like, Geminis, if you feel like you've been a little bit stuck, or you've been moving through this stuck energy, it's really by the end of this year, by the end of 2022, you're going to be ready to move forward into this new year. Remember to manifest the things you want in your life. Go for it. Make the decisions. Decide how you're going to go about it. And maybe you may have to make some different changes in your life. There may be decisions and things that you have to do, but you have the potential here to really feel emotionally stable, have fulfillment, and things moving in your favor. So that's what I have for you, Geminis, for October to December. Thank you for watching, subscribing. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great rest of your year.